I am Alicia, a doctoral student in the Environmental Studies Department at UC Santa Cruz. This summer, I was a RIFA fellow in Colombia with CPAV, a local NGO that designs and develops sustainable agricultural production systems for the American tropics. In Colombia, cattle pastures are the dominant land use and a leading cause of environmental degradation that affects the water, the soils, and the forests. On the other hand, cattle ranching is also an important economic activity on which many people depend for their livelihoods. Much of CPAV's work focuses on making cattle ranching more sustainable. They do it by using agroforestry arrangements known as silvopastoral systems that combine trees, shrubs, and pastures, along with specific animal management practices. Silvopastoral systems can have much higher productivity and resiliency to climate change, but they have additional benefits such as carbon sequestration, biodiversity protection, and animal welfare. In a silvopastoral farm, production areas have high vegetation cover, the water and the soils are protected and used rationally, and the animals are healthy and well cared for. By producing more on less land, the farmer can set aside land to conserve and restore forests and riparian buffers. This means that silvopastoral systems have a huge untapped potential for restoring entire degraded landscapes. But ultimately, what happens on the landscape is the result of individual decisions made by the farmers, which is why it is so important to understand their perspectives. For example, which aspects of restoration are they most interested in? What benefits and challenges do they perceive from restoration? Which incentives can motivate them to get more engaged in restoration? The answers to these and other questions need to come directly from the farmers. So during my time in Colombia, I traveled across different regions where CPAV has ongoing projects. I visited many farms and conducted surveys and interviews with dozens of farmers. I tagged along with extension staff during their field visits. I participated in farmer-to-farmer field days, as well as practical courses with farmers and practitioners. And to understand the context, I also interviewed a variety of researchers, project coordinators, government officials, and many other key actors. The results of this research will give us a more nuanced understanding of farmers' perceptions and attitudes towards restoration. CPAV will then use this information to design future projects tailored to the specific needs and preferences of the farmers. By considering the farmers in the design of landscapes that integrate sustainable production with restoration, cattle ranching can be transformed from part of the problem into part of the solution.